up and welcome back to 15-Minute Burn. Now, before we go into the actual workout itself, I wanted to kind of throw out like a disclaimer or a warning. My mic that I normally wear, the headset, broke. So I'm wearing a lapel mic. It will still pick up my voice, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna pick it up with the greatest quality, especially if I'm moving and my hair swipes it or something like that. So I will do my best to edit that out. This workout and next week's workout, I'm actually filming back to back. So you'll see me in the same clothes, but the same audio thing will be there. I do have a new set coming in, so after these two, it should be back to normal. So I did want to let you know that in advance, but I still wanted to be able to get these workouts out and just not wait around because I don't have a headset. I still have a mic, so I still wanted to get them out for you, okay? All right, now let's jump into today's workout. So this is going to be an I.C.E. format. So I.C.E. is going to stand for isometric, concentric, and eccentric. Now these are the different types of contractions that we put our muscles into when we work out. Well, we should be. So I'm gonna be talking you through how we do that and why we do that during the actual warm-up, okay? But just know that they are the three main contractions. So to kind of give you a little insight into what you can expect. So you're gonna have 7 moves. There is no rest here, okay? Each move is divided up into 30-second segments 3 times. So you will start with one type of contraction, and then after 30 seconds, we move to the next type, and then after 30 seconds, we move to the next type. After that, we move on to a whole new exercise, okay? It is only 7 moves. So give me the best that you can, okay? You will need dumbbells for this. However, if you start to notice that the weight is just completely throwing off your form, especially since some of the moves, we're really gonna dig into that form as we get down it into a nice, slow contraction, or we're just holding it. If you start to notice that the weight is throwing you off, either A, drop it down, or B, lose it altogether. Your form is way more important than trying to see how much you can lift and ending up lifting it in a very improper form, okay? Additionally, I want to let you know that these moves, while yes, some of them have modifications, please know that mainly the most that will be modified is the range of motion. There's maybe 1 or 2 where I can give you a really good modification, but the rest of it is going to be able to just limit that range of motion as you move through it, okay? But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into today's workout. All right, I want you to go ahead and join me right now for a squat fold. So come down into that nice squat and come all the way down. So the main thing that you're trying to do is get that nice good squat warm up. And as you come down, what I want you to make sure that you're doing is getting that nice length in the back of your legs, okay? So if you can, keep your knees straight as much as possible. If you need to, either A, slight bend in them, or simply just go as far as you can without them starting to bend, all right? Our next move is gonna be arm circles in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, nice big arm circles, there you go. I'll tell you when to switch directions, all right? Now, one thing that I want you to make sure as you're doing this move, do not let your back arch and do not lean forward as you're trying to do it. Keep your core engaged, keep it strong, okay? Well, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about today's workout during this warm-up. So I will show you the warm-up move, I'll tell you when to switch, and then I'll keep talking about it, okay? But your next move is gonna be a side-to-side lunge in 3, 2, 1. Step it out for me, toes are forward. There you go, sit back into it. Make sure that that knee does not cave in, okay? So for today's workout, like I was saying, we're gonna be focusing on the 3 different stages of contraction. However, we're gonna go in the order of eccentric first, concentric, and then isometric at the end, all right? Now, eccentric is one that a lot of people tend to just forget about, okay? We're gonna go to front kicks in 3, 2, 1. Give me a nice good front kick right here. Now, one thing that I want you to make sure that you're paying attention to, don't try and kick so high if you can't. I want you to go, that's right here, go for where it's comfortable to you, okay? This is just a warm up, all right? Now, back to what I was saying. The eccentric is when you're actually fighting gravity, okay? So you're gonna slow that move down, and we are gonna slow that move down, okay? You're gonna take a break here in 3, 2, 1, go ahead and relax. I'm gonna keep talking, okay? I want you to walk around. I want you to go ahead and get your weights. I want you to get your water, get your towel, whatever it is you need. I'm gonna talk a little bit more, okay? But the eccentric is when we're gonna slow the move down to really lengthen it, put it under tension, and have it work against gravity, okay? Now here's the thing, for all eccentric moves, okay, it's gonna be the very first 30 seconds that we do. We're doing a 5 count down and up, regardless of what the move is, okay? So if I start telling you to do a move, I show you what it is, but then I wanna talk about form or something like that, just make sure you're doing the same 5 count that I started you off with, okay? The concentric is a normal lift that you will typically see, okay? So you're doing maybe a 2 count or a 3 count down and up, okay? It's the same, all that stuff. Now, the isometric, you're gonna be holding it in a contracted state, okay? So go ahead, if you haven't already picked up your weights, your first move is a squat, okay? Now, here's the thing. You can either A, do a squat, which is 1 weight. You can use 2. It's completely up to you. You can hold them down here. You can hold them up here, right here, or you can hold 1 just in front of your chest, okay? So we're gonna go in less than 15 seconds. Your first 30 seconds is slow, okay? So I want you to do a good 5 count down, 5 count down, and then a 5 count up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, come with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. I'll tell you when to switch to that normal movement, okay? Now, what I want you to make sure during this is that the weight, as you're going slow, doesn't pull you forward. I want you to keep your core in, no arching, go down slowly, all of the weights in your feet. Do not let those toes pop up, all right? 3, 2, 1, holding your weight, normal squat, okay? I'm gonna keep talking. Make sure that your knees track in line with your toes. What I mean by that is don't let them cave in. If you start to notice, oh, right here, they're caving in, I want you to back up and I want you to go down and make it a progressive squat, which means over time, you're gonna try and get lower and lower, but you need to get that right training for those muscles before you do that. We have the iso hold coming up in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, come down, hold. Right here. Now, what I want you to check, chest is up. Are you having your knees in line with your toes? Are they in? Are your toes straight forward or slightly out? Are you making sure there's no arch or rounding in your back? I want you to stay here, weight here, weight here. It's up to you, okay? But I want you to make sure you're checking in on your form. Our next move is a lateral raise out to the side, okay? In 3, 2, 1, we're going with that 5 count, okay? Here we go. Up, come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you need to, it's okay to focus on one side, lower it and focus on the other, okay? 5 up, 5 down. Now for this move, it's important that you're not leaning back as you do it, okay? That means that your arms aren't doing the work. Core is in tight, slight bend in your knees. Keep it in tight as you lift and down. Shoulder height or just below, elbows slightly bended, regular in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, up, down. Now notice, you don't want to be doing this as you do it, okay? You don't want to arch back. I want you to keep your chest up. I want you to stay up nice and tight. Your core is engaged, none of this. Tuck it, okay? Don't under tuck it, but tuck it enough to where your glutes and your core are helping stabilize. You're gonna hold at the top. 3, 2, 1, you're holding up here. Now, if you're like, woo, that's too much. What you can do is either A, drop the weight altogether and just keep your arms up here. But what I want you to do as you do that, you're bringing your shoulder blades together as you're holding up here, okay? If you're using weight, go down to a lighter weight. If you don't want to go to no weight, just go to a lighter weight. You still have your core in tight, elbows are slightly bent, still here. In 3, 2, 1, we're going to a lateral lunge. One side, we're gonna get the next side after we repeat this side, okay, ready? Come down for 5. All you're gonna do from here, stay down here, row up for 5. Down for 5. There you go, push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay on this side, stay on this side. You're doing great. After this one, we're gonna go to a regular. All right, push up. Now, regular speed. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep it up, just like that, making sure your toes are forward. What I don't want you to be doing is rocking on that foot. I don't want your knees to go in or out. Let them stay in line. This other leg is completely straight. Don't bend it in. Don't make it some weird squat, okay? 2, 1, you're going into a hold. So come out, regular, and up and hold. Now you can have your hand here, you can have it out. If you need to, press and release. Modification, you're just gonna come up and hold here, okay? But your glutes are still back. You're still engaging the right muscles, okay? Don't lean so far forward, but also don't be straight up. You're hinging right here, okay? And you're holding. 2, 1, switch sides, come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, row up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, push up for me. 5, 5, 5. All right, probably have one more. You're doing great. I want you to stay here. Breathe for me, really rotate. Get that scapular motion. Push up, up, up. Regular for me, okay? There we go. Now, what I want you to make sure that you are not letting happen as you're in this move, don't let your shoulders roll forward. If you need to, when you get back to the top, roll that active shoulder down and back and proceed to go back into it, okay? I want you to make sure that it's not leading the way. You keep it rolled back and down, okay? Don't let gravity win. We're holding. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on down, row it up, hold here. Remember, your modification, up slightly, hold. Now, if you need to, remember that you can drop the weight. If it is throwing off your form, drop the weight. Toes are forward, knees are in line, meaning they're not wiggling in or out. This knee is not bent, you're not on your ankle. That puts way too much strain on your knee and ankle. You're coming down. We have in and outs in 3, 2, 1. Come on down for me. Now, what I want you to do, hands here, lean back, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. Now, if you need to modify, this one actually does have a good modification. Hands down, right here, or you can simply do one at a time, okay? Now, if you want to challenge yourself, grab a weight and hold it, okay? Regular right here. There we go. Nice and controlled. You're not flailing around. Let your core help you during this move, okay? What I mean by that is don't be like, whoa, like flatlining back. Let your core help stop you and bring you back up, okay? Keep going. We're about to go into an ISO. All right, 2, 1. I want you to extend out. If this is way too much, bring it in and just hold here. You can hold here or you can be back here, okay? That's okay. You're on the top of your glutes, holding. You're doing great. You're doing great. If you need to, gently tap, bring it up. Stay here. You're doing great. You only have 3 moves after this, okay? You're doing good. We have a reverse Russian lean coming up, okay? So 1 weight for me, or start out with no weight. All right, you're gonna lean back, holding the weight here. Toes are up. I'm gonna talk through form here in a second. Lean back for 5. All right, then you're gonna lean up for 5. Okay, now, the form for this, your core is in tight, no arching, no rounding, no dropping, okay? Board in front, board in back to where your body cannot move, okay? You're leaning back straight and stiff as a board and coming up. Regular speed, here we go. Give me 3 and 3. Now, if you need to modify your modification, lose weight. Additionally, just go as low as you can. Even if that's this little motion right here, I really want you to focus on that core staying tight. If you need to, hand in front, hand in back, think this can't move. This can't move. Your hips do not drop, all right? If they start to, I want you to stop before that happens, okay? 2, 1, come back as far as you can, and I want you to hold. Now notice, if you do not engage your core, your low back is gonna kick on, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna start doing this, or your glutes are just gonna drop, okay? So I want you to keep it in tight, really engage it, lean back, just hold. Make sure that you're not arching, you're not rounding, you're not dropping. You have a push-up coming up in 3, 2, 1, come on down. Now again, 5 count down, arrow back, okay? Go down for 5, go down for 5, come up for 5. Your modification, all right, is right here from your knees. Now form, hands are underneath your shoulders, pushed out slightly, okay? So start underneath, push them out slightly, your elbows arrow back. They do not go out to the side. Regular tempo, 3, 2, 1. 3 down, 3 up. Continue, I'm gonna talk through the form some more, okay? I want your gaze to be about 3 to 5 inches in front. I want you to have that nice neutral spine, okay? No arching, no rounding. Rotate that pelvis if you need to get it into a nice neutral position, okay? Keep your core engaged, your glutes engaged. Even if you're modifying, you still keep everything engaged, okay? We're holding low. 3, 2, 1. Yes, this is gonna be a challenge. Now, if you need to, right here, you can even go here, pop it back up. Here, and pop it back up. Try and hold each one for a certain amount of time. See if you can go longer, or see if you can do full out and then take the break when you need it, okay? But I want you to challenge yourself. This is a tough one. I know it is, but you got it. You're coming up to an RDL in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 5 down, 5 up. You know it. This is your last move. All right, so it's 5 down. If you're ahead of me, that's fine. Don't feel like you have to catch up or that you have to wait for me. All right, that's what it looks like. Modification, lose the weight, or range of motion. Here's what the move is. Hinging at your hips, all right? You're not squatting, you're hinging, you're not bending. Your core's in tight, nice neutral spine, regular pace, go, go, go. 3 up, 3 down. You're keeping the weight close to your body, shoulders are rolled back and down. Your gaze is about 3, 4 feet in front. Right here, I want you to push your hips back and feel that stretch, okay? Let your glutes stretch, let your hammies stretch, and squeeze your glutes to come back up. We're about to go into an ISO. You're gonna go where you feel that stretch and hold, okay? In 3, 2, 1, come on down. Now again, if the weight is too much, lose it, all right? That's okay to lose it. If you're ever wondering, man, how do I work on my hinge? I don't really know if it's good or not. Get a wall and be about 6 inches away from it. Might be a little bit more depending on your height. And you're gonna push back until you feel the wall, and then keep your glutes on the wall as you go down and up right until you have to stand, okay? 3, 2, 1. Relax, that's it. That is your workout. I told you you could do it. I told you it would be short. You did awesome. Thank you for being here. We will do a quick cool down. I know this is probably a little bit longer because of the intro. So if you need to go, feel free to, but please take some time to cool down before you sit down, okay? So what I want you to do while you're up, just come on down right here. Nice, good hammy stretch. Try and keep those knees straight for me. And just go as far as you can. What I want you to do from here is go ahead and grab the outside of one leg, okay? So all you're gonna do is grab the outside of one leg with the opposite arm, and you're just going to lean into the hip on the opposite leg. So the leg that you're grabbing the outside of the foot with, bend that knee. And I want you to shift your weight into this outside leg that you're keeping straight, okay? You're gonna feel this kind of on the outside, if you will, of your hammies. All right, good job. Go ahead and switch sides for me. So bend the other leg slightly, grab the outside of that foot with the opposite arm, and push your hip into this outside leg that is straight. If you can't reach your feet, that's fine. You can use your calf and your shin, okay? All right, go ahead, walk your feet out for me. From here, I want you to just come over to one side. Go as low as you can. Now remember, the next video will also probably have some audio issues, the next workout. And I'll probably be in the same clothes because I'm actually gonna film it right after this. All right, go ahead to the other side. And I promise, I have a new mic coming in, so all of that should be fixed. If you want to feel the stretch even more, the side that you're actually stretching or that you're facing, take that hip and push it down as if you're trying to get it to go towards the ground. That'll get you a nice, really good inner thigh stretch. All right, go ahead and walk your feet in for me. I'm gonna count you up. As I count you up, I want you to roll through your spine, okay? Come up for 5, 4, 3. Don't forget about your neck, 2, 1. Give me some nice, good shoulder rolls to the back. Really open up your chest. There you go. Awesome job. And go ahead and go forward. There you go. All right, I will not hold you any longer. Continue to get a nice good stretch if you need to. I just didn't want to hold you any longer, but thank you for being with me. Thank you for pushing through. It was 7 moves. I told you it would be quick. I told you it would be easy. So make sure that you are constantly challenging yourself. Make sure that you are constantly bringing all that you have, especially to shorter workouts. Get the most out of it that you can. Know that you're not gonna see progress if you're not challenging yourself. So even if that means you modified for all of the move except for 5 seconds, awesome. Next time, try to modify for all of the move except for 10 seconds, okay? Find some way to keep challenging yourself every single time so that the body doesn't get used to what you're doing and you hit that plateau, okay? But with that being said, I will see you at our next workout together. So bring everything you have to that one as well, and I will see you right here.